guys, welcome to Sarai's Beauty Studio. Today in this video I'm going to be showing you some things that I learned while stamping. I did make a lot of mistakes, and here are just some tips and tricks to show you all the things I learned between stamping gel and stamping polish. So first of all, I'm going to go ahead and start off with this kit that I bought on Amazon. It comes with a scraper, a stamper, and some stamping gels, and also a book to keep your plates in, and it came with all these plates. Next, I also bought this Pueen Stamper. It is an extra large stamper, and it came with a small scraper. And I also bought these stamping polishes on Amazon. They are the Born Pretty brand. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to be using the Pure and the Throne from Born Pretty, and the black and the white from the stamping gels that came in the stamping kit. So here I'm going to show you this scraper. I want you to see how flimsy it is, and keep that in mind when you are using your scrapers. This one right here is a little bit more harder to bend. It's a little bit more stiff. I'm also going to be using this specific stamping plate. Getting into stamping images, first I'm going to be using this stamping gel, and I'm going to be using this scraper. And just remember to clean off your scraper every single time. And here I am with the Pueen Stamper, and you can see that some of the image is kind of smudged, but it does come out really good. Here I will be showing you where I stamp it, and I know this is not the ideal way to stamp, but I just wanted to show you this way. Something that I do like about using stamping gel is that you can actually re-stamp with the same stamper if you don't cure the gel before you stamp. And so here are the two that I stamp using the stamping gel. Now going in with stamping polish. For the stamping gel, you don't have to be fairly quick because it doesn't dry. You actually have to put it in the lamp after you stamp it. But for stamping polish, you have to be fairly quick. On this one, you can tell I used a more stiffer scraper because with the flimsier one, I was not picking up a good image. So this is the best image that I could get off this. If I were to work a little bit faster, I'm sure the lines would come out a lot more defined. When you're working with stamping polish, you have to work fast before it dries. I'm going to be trying to put both images on one now. So one side with the leaves and the other side with the lemons. So here is a comparison between the stamping polish and the stamping gel. And you can tell that the stamping gel is actually a little bit more smudged, but they both come out really nice. They're both defined. Moving on to a regular gel polish or a gel paint. This is Mission Control from Young Nails. I had this experience not just with the Young Nails Mission Control, it's with any gel polish that I use that is not specifically stamping gel. So here it is, I stamped it, and I'm just gonna let you see what happens on the stamper as time goes by. This also happens when you put it in the light to cure it because it conveys that heat and it just shrinks. So here what's happening is that it's shrinking, and it's just going to end up looking like little water drops on the stamper. For stamping images, I do recommend using stamping polish and stamping gel over just regular gel colors or regular polish, because stamping polish is a lot more pigmented than a regular polish. There are definitely a lot of polishes that you can use, but I just recommend just buying the set of stamping polish to save you headache. So now moving on to reverse stamping. Here I already have an image stamped on my stamper. I have a line drawn in the middle to show you that one side is gel and one side is polish. So here on this side I'm working with stamping polish. I'm just going to go ahead and fill in these little flowers with my white stamping polish. On this side I'm going to fill the top flowers with stamping gel, and then the bottom is going to be filled with regular colored gel. So here you can tell on the ones that I use the gel paint that it is shrinking. I haven't even cured it yet. But I'm going to stick it in the light. It did shrink. I've cured it now, and now I'm going to stamp it. I'm going to stamp one flower from each category. So this first one I'm stamping is the stamping polish, and then this next one that I stamped is the gel paint. on this piece, I'm going to do the stamping gel. This one right here I'm lifting off my finger is also a stamping gel one that just got transferred. You can see that both the stamping gel and the stamping polish did a really good job of reverse stamping, and you can really see the flower there versus the gel polish. For reverse stamping, I do recommend using stamping polish and stamping gel instead of using a gel paint or a gel. Now stamping stickers. So here I'm starting off with some images that I already stamped on my stamper using stamping gel. And so here I am again using stamping gel on the lime side to make my stamping stickers. So I'm just going to fill up this whole piece with stamping gel. On this other side where it has leaves, I'm going to be using regular gel polish. And so now that I've cured it, I'm going to be lifting up the stamping gel, and I've cured this for about a minute, and you can tell it's very malleable. Here I'm putting it on a piece of nail so you can see how it goes on. It is stiff, but it's also malleable. I did lose the piece of footage where I did the gel paint, but it was a little bit more stiffer than the stamping gel, but it can definitely also work. Here I'm showing you what would happen if you were to use clear coat, which I did the very first time that I tried to do this, and this is clear gel, and you can tell it's very malleable, but it's too stiff to make an actual sticker out of this. Here I'm using stamping polish to make my sticker, and on this other side I'm using just a clear gel, and so I cure that, and here I'm showing you how stiff it is. It's not even possible to even bend it around the nail. And here I'm taking off the stamping polish. As you can tell, it's very malleable. I did end up tearing it on accident, so you do have to be very fragile with this, but you can also stamp it right from the stamper onto a nail so you don't have this problem of it tearing on you. But if you are definitely using it for like a sticker, I would recommend using clear polish. I would recommend using stamping polish. It's just more malleable and it's able to go around the nail a lot better. Here I'm showing you a marble sticker that I did using gel, and I'm just showing you how hard it is to actually bend this sticker over the nail and try to get this sticker to stick onto the nail. Here I am bending it over and smoothing it over. Here I cut the excess off, and then I try using a brush with acetone to take off the excess, but it's not really working too well for me. I clear coat it to see if it'll help and make it a little bit more malleable, but it's not. And here you can see that there is some hanging over the edge, and it looks like it's peeling already. On this one, it's a marble sticker that I made using stamping polish, and as you can tell, it's a little bit more malleable. Smooth it over on the nail, and here I am again with the brush taking off the excess on the side. I like using the stamping polish a lot better. The acetone actually seals around the nail, and here is the final result. So for this one, I do recommend using stamping polish over using stamping gel or regular gel. We're going to move into actually stamping marble. Here on my silicone plate, I am putting gel, and I'm just going to mix in some white and make like a marble. And the cool thing about using gel on this is that you can definitely reuse what's on the stamper even though you've stamped it already and stamp it onto another nail, or you can just go back in and re-stamp on the silicone mat and then stamp on another nail. I'm picking up the marble effect with my stamper and stamping it directly onto my nail while it's still wet before I cure it, and you can see it comes out really pretty. And now with the stamping polish, you do have to be quick, and here I am stamping it onto the nail. You can't pick up the stamping polish again, so you would have to wipe this off and reapply stamping polish onto the silicone mat. So for this, I do recommend using regular gel or stamping gel too. Now moving on to hydro dipping. For this, I do have a little dampened dish filled with water, and here I'm going to show you the effects of what stamping gel does. And so you can see here how it dissipates in the water, and how the black just sits on top of the water. Regular gel just sinks to the bottom, so nothing that is a gel type actually works for hydro dipping. So I do recommend using stamping polish or regular polish. Here I have another dampened dish with water and I'm using the stamping polish, and as you can see the colors just spread out really nicely compared to the stamping gel. And here I'm using my tool just to make a design. Now I'm using my stamper to pick up the image on my stamper. And from here you can actually just let the water dry off and you can use this as a sticker, or you can stamp it directly onto your nail. Here are some cleaning tips that I learned while doing this. To clean your stamper, you can just use a regular piece of tape once the gel polish has been cured or once the stamping gel has dried, and you can just use it to pick up the image off the stamper. And for my plates, I use 100% acetone and just rub it off to take off all the paint that is on there. I use a regular paper towel to wipe off the rest. And so yes, this is my video, guys. I hope you enjoyed my tips and tricks on stamping with gel, stamping polish, and stamping gel. If you like this video, go ahead and push the like button, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification icon for more notifications on my uploads. Comment down below on more ideas that you would like, and share this. Thank you guys. Love y'all. Till next time.